Good morning, class 8 students. Today we are going to do chapter 2 linear equation in one variable in the subject mathematics. Welcome to the new session first of all, and you all have already done that linear equations in one variable. First of all, before that I'm going to tell you about the algebraic expressions. You know that any expression which can involve constant variable and the operations like addition and subtraction is known as the algebraic expressions. Now the algebraic expression, for example, is given here 7n plus 2. So here it's written with some parts, that is with constant, variable and operation plus. So I'm going to explain you the each term properly. First of all, this expression is made with the two terms, that is 7n and 2 with the operation plus. Here in the term 7n, the 7 becomes the coefficient of the term 7n and n is the variable and 2 is the constant. So therefore now the definition variable. A variable is an unknown number and generally it is represented by a letter like x, y, n, etc. Then a constant whose value is always fixed. Any number without any variable is called constant, just like a, b, c, x, y, z and so on. Now the coefficient. A number which followed by the variable is called the coefficient. For example, in the above example, in the term 7n, here 7 is a number and that is the coefficient of that term. Now comes the term. A term is any number or a variable or both number and variable, and it is always separated by the mathematical operations, that is plus and minus. Now come the equation. So a equation, that is a statement which says that the two expressions are equal to each other. For example, 4x minus 7 is equals to 5. Here now 4x minus 7 is an expression and 5 is a term. When they are made to write with the equal sign, that becomes the equation. Now comes the linear expression. The linear. Now what do you mean by the linear? A linear means whose value of the variable or the power of the variable is 1 only. It's not more than 1. So a linear expression is an expression whose highest power of the variable is only 1. For example, other examples, 2x plus 5, 3y. But not x square plus 1. Not z square plus 2z plus 3. Why? Because here the variable in the first one, x square, the power is more than 1. And in the z square, the power is more than 1. Similarly, if 3 power is there, then also it's not the linear expression. Now come linear equation. You might be surprised that what is the difference between expression and equation. I've already explained you. Expression means only the one side is written. And equation when it is made to be written with equal sign to any other linear expression or constant or any other term. Then it becomes the linear equation. Now linear equation in one variable. Linear equation in one variable means all the terms are written in only one variable. Not in two variable. Means if the linear equation is written in x, so it should be in x only. And if it is written in y, it should be in y only. For example, x plus 5 equals to 10 or y minus 3 equals to 19. So that is a linear equation in the one variable. Now some more important points to be done here. Now, first of all, in the linear equation now, there is an equality sign in the linear equation. So, in that equality sign, you can see one side is the left hand side, we can say the LHS or left hand side, or the right side, the side we say that RHS or the right hand side. So, in a linear equation, there are two sides, left hand side on your left hand, right hand side on the right side. But sometimes it happens that the values are not equal. Why? Because we have to find the unknown value of the variable. For that unknown value of the variable, we have to just shift on the constants or the variable from one side to the another side. Now, the next one is graph of the linear equation in one variable. That you can already done it. that to plot the value on a number line. For example, x is equals to 2. This you all have done in the class 7. Now solving of the linear equations or linear expressions can be done when from the one side the numbers or the variables are shifted to the another side and vice versa. There are two methods. One is the balancing method and the other is the transposing method. In this method, first balancing method we will do that we have to add or subtract with the same number on both the sides. Remember, this is very important that we have to add or subtract, multiply or divide on the both sides. For example, now I will take 3x minus 10 equals to 14. You can see on the left hand side we have minus 10. To make it 0, we have to add 10 to both the sides. So you can see in step 1, 3x minus 10 plus 10 equals to 10 plus 14. You can see on the left side, minus 10 and plus 10 becomes 0. So on the left hand side, we get 3x and on the right side, we get 24. Now, step 2. Now what is with the variable? 3. So we have to vanish the number 3. So to vanish or to get deduct of this, you have to divide the 3x term by 3. So when you divide on both the sides, you will get 24 upon 3 equals to 8. Remember whatever the operation you are doing, you have to do it on the both side in this method. Now we can also recheck our answer by putting in our linear expression. Our linear expression was 3x minus 10 equals to 14. X value we have calculated 8. So we put our x value in the expression. So 3 into 8 minus 10. So 3 into 8 is 24. 24 minus 10 is equals to 14. So left hand side is 14 and right side is already 14. So both the sides become equal. Therefore our solution is correct. Now we have to do the transposing method. The transposing method to transfer the contents or the variable or the constants or any other thing to one side to another side. So now our equation is that 2z plus 10 equals to 4. Now z is plus on left hand side. It will go another side and it will become minus. So 2z equals to 4 minus 10. You have done integers. So 4 minus 10 will become minus 6 as the bigger number having the sign minus. So now 2z equals to minus 6. With the variable you have still one number, that is 2. It's multiplied. So another side it will go and it will become divide. So 2z by 2 and minus 6 by 2. So on the left side we left with z and on the right side we left with minus 3. You can again check the answer by putting the variable in our linear expression and left hand side should become equal to right hand side. Now some more applications we will do in the linear equation. You know that what number we should be added to 23 to get 75. Like that, if I give you an easy example that what number should be added to 5 to get 7. So we can say that 2 is added to 5 to become 7 because it's very easy as I have taken the example of very small numbers. So now the same way we are going to do these type of questions. It can be little bit tricky also, but try it out. Now first example is, if the area of the rectangle is 96 centimeter square and length is 12 centimeter, we have to find the breadth. Now let the length of the rectangle be S and the area of the rectangle will be length into breadth. So 96 equals to S into 12 as we have supposed our length equals to S. Now 12 is multiplied with the variable, it will go another side and it will be divide. So 96 upon 12 is equals to 8. Now some more solving of equation with the variable on both the sides. Previously you have done the questions where variable was on the one side. Now we will have variable on both the sides. For example, 2x minus 3 equals to 6 minus x. Now in the same way, variable you have to bring to one side and constant you have to bring to another side. So 2x minus x on the right hand side will go to left hand side and become plus. And on the left hand side, minus 3 will go to right hand side and become plus 3. So 2x plus x equals to 6 plus 3. That becomes 3x plus equals to 9. Now you have to vanish 3. So 3x divided by 3 equals to 9 divided by 3, that is equals to 3. Now if we talk about some more applications, the next topic, you can see that it is the relation between someone's age with another. So these type of questions are important and tricky. So let's do one. Renu's age is 4 times that of his younger brother. And 5 years back, her age was 9 times her brother's age. Find their ages. So we will, in these type of questions, we will start supposing the age of the last sentence or the last words of the sentence. So what was this last word? Younger brother. So we will suppose the age of the younger brother. So let Renu's younger brother age is x. So what is the relation given of Renu's age? 4 times. So Renu's age becomes 4x because Renu's brother's age was x. So 4 times means 4 multiplied by the Renu's brother age. So 4x. Now 5 years back means before. What will be it? So if we have to, I am asking your age. So you have to minus 4 now. Similarly here also 5 years back if I am asking you. So 5 years back, now Renu's brother age will become x minus 5 and Renu's age will become 4x minus 5. Now the relation. So what are the relation given here in the question? Read the second sentence. 5 years back of her age was 9 times the brother age. Her age means Renu's age. So Renu's age is 9 times the brother age. So 9 times the age of the brother. What was the brother age? X minus 5. And what was the Renu's age? 4x minus 5. So here 9 multiplied by x minus 5 becomes 9x minus 45. 9 will multiply with both the numbers. And on the right hand side it will become 4x minus 5. Now shift on the variables by transferring method. So 9x minus 4x and 45 is minus on left hand side. It will go to another side. It will become minus 5 plus 45. So here it becomes left hand side 5x, right hand side 40. Now 5 will go to another side and we will divide the equation. So 40 upon 5 becomes 8. So now what is the age of Renu's brother? 8 years and Renu's age will be 4 times. So 4 into 8, that is 32 years. Now we have some sort of difficult type of equations that you have to reduce to simpler form. Why I am talking that it is difficult? Because the equations or the variables or the numbers you will get in fractional form. So to change the fractions and reduce that equations into the simpler form, this can be done by taking the LCM of the denominator. Here now we are going to do the example that we can solve. And now example is x upon 2 minus 1 by 5 equals to x upon 3 plus 1 by 4 plus 1. Now you can see here we have the denominators 2, 5, 3 and 4. So we will take the LCM of all the denominators, which will come 60. And now that LCM will multiply to both the sides to all the terms. Now if you multiply 60 by x by 2, it becomes 30x. And 60 multiplied by 1 by 5 becomes 12. 60 multiplied by x by 3 becomes 20x. And 60 multiplied by 1 by 4 becomes 15. And 60 multiplied by 1 becomes 60. Hence our equation becomes 30x minus 12 equals to 20x plus 15 plus 60. Now we will bring all the variables to one side and all the constants to the other side. So 30x minus 20x equals to 15 plus 60 plus 12. So that becomes 10x equals to 87, whereas x becomes 87 upon 10, that is 8.7. Now come the another form of equation that we have to form into reducible manner. That means some equations which are not linear but can be reduced to the linear form. How? For example, x plus 1 upon 2x plus 3 equals to 3 upon 8. So here you can see the denominators are there. We can shift the denominators to the numerators of the other side by cross multiply method. If you multiply the denominator on the right hand side, that is 8, to the numerator with the x plus 1 on the left hand side. Similarly, The denominator on the left hand side, that is 2x plus 3, gets multiplied with the numerator 3 on the right hand side. So hence the equation becomes in the step 2 is 8 into x plus 1 equals to 3 into 2x plus 3. Now 8 will multiply by the whole bracket. It becomes 8x plus 8, and 3 multiplied by the whole bracket becomes 6x plus 9. Therefore, now again shifting the variables to one side and constants to the another side. So 8x minus 6x becomes 9 minus 8, that is 2x is equal to 1, and x becomes 1 by 2. Therefore, here all the concepts are finished and I have explained you with the examples. Go through it again and again by stopping and pausing the video and do all the examples, definitions and worksheet questions in a notebook. Till then, God bless you. Stay safe.